Hello, flute friends. We're going to be going through how to clean your flute out after you're done doing it. This is your only thing that you're doing for this week. So when you go to watch this video, make sure you pause and grab these materials. Go ahead and grab the assignment, hit the start assignment button, and have all the video recording software ready. So when you are able to do this with me, you can go ahead and hit record and be done with it. Okay, so first off, when you are done playing your flute for the day, you will notice that there may be little droplets that are coming out of the bottom of your flute. If you take your head joint off, you'll see that there's condensation on the inside of the head joint. We don't want that to be the case when we go to put it back into our case. We always want to have our flute in our case when we're not playing it. And if it has water on the inside, then we're going to have some issues in the long run with our pads. The inside of these pads, they actually, when they get water soaked, they become less cushiony to seal off the tone hole. So when you push the button, it is less likely to cover fully, and therefore you don't get the note to speak. That sounds like very complicated, but basically at the end of the day, if these pads wear out early, you're going to be paying someone to replace the pad. Each one of these pads costs very little money, but the workmanship to put it on there is expensive. Usually $40 a pop. And if you're doing multiple at the same time, it can be upwards of $100. And if you have to do a full repad or a full adjustment series, it could be as much as $250, which for a lot of you guys might be close to how much your flute's worth. So what I'm saying is take care of your flute. All right, so what you need right now is you need the stick that came in the case. If you don't have one of these, let me know right away. This should have come inside of your case. And then the other thing you need to have is some sort of cloth material to stick the edge into the hole that is here. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So again, we're going to find the hole, and we're going to stick the cloth into it. Now, at this point, you may be saying to yourself, Mr. Butler, I don't have a cloth. What do I do? Y'all, it's as easy as grabbing a piece of old t-shirt. If you have any old cloth in your house that you don't need anymore, or an old brother or sister's t-shirt that they don't mind if you cut up, make a very small swatch, maybe 6 by 6 inches, and maybe even 8 by 8, and then pull that edge into here, and it'll act just like mine does. This is called gauze. It may have come with your flute, but any old cloth will work. All right. What you're going to do is you're going to stick it through here, and then you're going to wrap around. I'm twisting. Okay. I've made myself a mummy stick. What we're going to do now is we're going to grab the head joint, and we're going to stick the swab in. And mine was crumpled up too much, so I need to scoot mine down some. So I'm actually going to pull it down and make it longer so I can fit it in. Wow, Mr. Butler, you almost dropped your stuff. Okay, now it's really thin, and I should be able to get in and spin around. Okay. Once you've spun it around a few times, you'll notice that almost all the condensation's gone. Once that's the case, put it back in the case. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to swab out your foot joint. Your foot joint is the one that's at the bottom. It's the small guy. This will be a lot easier. Just stick it in, spin around, grab all the moisture out, and it's empty. Okay? No more condensation on the inside of that. Last part is the biggest part. This is the part that if you have a really thick piece of material to stick through your flute, make sure you wrap it low on the stick so that you can reach all the way in and not get anything stuck. The last thing we want is a stuck piece of cloth inside of your flute. You'll notice that I got it almost all the way in. Check out how far my stick is. I mean, it's pretty far in there. Good news is that if you feel like you're not getting all the way through, just flip it over and do the other side. And then all your condensation should be gone. Make sure that you leave your rag that is kind of probably a few droplets of moisture on at this point. Make sure you leave your rag outside of your flute case. You can stick the stick back in the flute case, but don't leave this inside the flute case because after time this will get kind of smelly and then your flute smells. If you're one of those people who needs to have it together with the flute, just make sure you don't put too much pressure on the inside of the case when you go to put it back in the case. And wash it occasionally, or in my case, this is a piece of gauze. I actually can't wash this. I need to just throw it away. But for you guys that are using old t-shirts and stuff, that actually will wash in the washing machine, so you can just wash it in the washing machine. Okay? If you have any questions, reach out to me. Put in the video you demonstrating the swabbing of each of the 3 parts with your stick and cloth put together. If you don't know how to do that based on this video, reach out to me and we'll do it together in a live session, one-on-one office hours, okay? Good job. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.